All right, we have another special effect. It's a bridal special effect. So we're taking an image here, and it's very poorly lit. And I did this years ago, and I did a very poorly job when I did it, but that's okay. There's a way to fix it in Lightroom using the adjustment brush. Because really, she's actually lit okay, but I didn't control the ambient light in the room very well. So while she's lit all right, unfortunately, it's lit everything else. It just doesn't look very dramatic. So it's my fault when I shot it. Let's go to the adjustment brush. Here's what we're going to do. Double click on the word effect so everything zeroes out. Lower your exposure a bunch. Let's go down like a stop and a half. Make sure auto mask is off because we're painting over a large area. Actually, we're going to paint over the whole entire image. So let's just darken the whole entire image and paint over it all. So it shouldn't take any time at all. All right, let's press the letter O to make sure we got everything. I missed a little area down here. Those areas are okay. I guess I got everything else. Okay, let's press O to return to normal. And actually, I'm going to go a little tiny bit darker with it. There we go. Now, here's the trick. You probably know that if you hold the Option key on Mac or the Alt key on PC, that's the key we use to fix mistakes. That's where if we spilled over on something we shouldn't have, or we painted somewhere we shouldn't have, we can go back and erase our tracks. Well, we're going to use that now to create a spotlight effect. So hold the Option key on Mac or the Alt key on PC, and it shows you your cursor changes from a plus to a minus, which says now you're subtracting, but also it changes the size of the brush. Now I'm going to, while I have that held down, I'm going to hit the right bracket key on my keyboard, or you could go down to the side slider, either one, but the right bracket key, which is 2 keys over from the letter P on your keyboard, to make the brush really big. And I'm going to put it right over her. Then all I have to do, make sure that your feather is at 100, your flow's at 100, is just click, and it relights her. Click, 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 and then maybe a second click on her head there, and it relights the photo. What you're really doing is, now think about this, you darken the whole image, and now you're bringing back just parts of the original image. Well, she was well lit, it was the background that was a mess, so I kind of cut holes in that dark thing that we drew. And look at the difference here. Let me just move my cursor. I'm going to hit the backslash key, which shows you a quick before and after. Look at the difference. So it relights and adds drama and kind of saves the image. What's nice is, after the fact, you still have control with the exposure slider over that background. So you could make it even darker and more dramatic if you wanted to. It's completely up to you because you control that slider. You decide how dark it is. But I think it kind of saved what was otherwise a image.